I love a buttered biscuit.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello, David Nelson. Good to see you. Good to see you, Frank Otter. Hello, all. Hello, everybody. And I hope you can hear me. I'm not sure if it's working today or not. So if I don't have any sound, just give a thumbs down or something. I hope that it's working. I'm trying to run a test here. I've got this wonderful new mic, and it's maybe working. I'm hoping that it is. Well, I guess you guys will tell me if I'm screwing it up pretty soon. Oh no, it's I was in the middle of working on a new video for later this week that I was going to release, and I'll be damned if everything. We didn't lose power from some storms last night. And Mary Waltz, good afternoon. Daniel Barry, yeah, it seems fine to me. Excellent. That's all I needed to know. Just making sure that I'm being able to be heard loud and clear. I was having some issues with it earlier, where I was getting a bunch of background noise that was being picked up, and it looks like I've managed to get rid of all of that. Oh man, today, yeah. So last night we lost power, and we just got it back on at about 3:30, something like that. I think it's about the time that the power came back on. So yes, and I've got my new microphone. Hooray. The old one was starting to crap out on me, and I noticed it was giving me a lot of issues. I think that, and I've got basically all processing turned off except for what my microphone is currently doing. What I could probably do is just pull it up and see what it damn sounds like. Listen to it on the stream and hear what you guys are hearing. That's the best way to do it. Let's see if we've got. You'll probably stream and hear what you guys are hearing. That's the best way to do it. Let's see if we've got. You'll probably stream and hear what you guys are hearing. That's the best way to do it. Let's see if we've got. You'll probably stream and hear. It seems to be working. That's the best way to do it. Just mute that. There we go. Sounds like I'm trying to be quiet. Sounds like I'm trying to be quiet. All right. Well, if it sounds like I'm trying to be quiet, it's not that. It just means I need to do some editing on this and get my sound working a little bit better and bring up the. What's the deal, little dog? He's over here rattling around. It just means my gain is not high enough. And let me do this real quick. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's see. That improve the sound. Test 1, 2. No, it does not improve. So let me see. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Doesn't look like it did. That may have stopped everything from working. Oh, input device shows that it's working. Test 1, 2. That's absolutely crazy. I think my system stopped working. All right. Let's see if I've got audio now. Take a second for it to come through. Stop working. All right. Let's see if I've got audio now. Take a second for it to come through. Stop working. All right. Let's see if I've got audio now. Take a second for it to come through. Stop working. All right. Okay. Well, that's something's doing something. Don't know. Let me go into my settings here and get my audio and bring up my microphone audio, bring it up to about 150. That should have increased my audio and helped out quite a bit. Doesn't look like I'm peaking it out too much, but you should be hearing it a little bit better. High pass under 120, low pass over 3K, compression up 17%, and damn the torpedoes. All right, that should have helped out the audio a little bit there. So you guys possibly should be hearing me. Find out. See if I've got this right here. Should be going to system input. Audio system is system. Yeah. Crazy stuff. All right, let me try something here. That sounds better. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, with this microphone, it won't pick up things like background noises, at least not supposed to. So we'll see. My gain just, and I'm trying a couple of different things. I'll probably mess around with it a little bit tonight. Yeah, sounds better now. Yeah, I figured it was. That's a setting that I need to adjust before StreamYard's array. It's not set up exactly like I want it to be, but it looks like you guys. Let's see. We'll just do my normal morning stream in the afternoon. How's that? So that way it'll look a little bit closer to what we got going on. So it looks like Britain's Labour Party has won enough seats to have a majority in the UK Parliament. Hooray! Britain's Labour Party headed for a landslide victory Friday in a parliamentary election. An exit poll and partial returns indicated as voters pushed the governing Conservatives after 14 years of economic and political upheaval. So it looks like Labour Party won in the UK. Not that it matters because, well, geez, today's the 4th of July. And of course, you got Hurricane Beryl batters the Yucatan Peninsula as Texas officials urge coastal residents to prepare. This is not good. So Texas urged coastal residents to prepare as the storm moves towards the Gulf of Mexico, and it'll probably make a nice turn. Good to see you, Medita Finn. Good to see you. Mic location. Well, I've got a new mic, so we're seeing if this thing is going to work a little better. I'm hoping that it does. Seems like it's sorry. No coffee for you. It's 11:30 p.m. Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm not drinking any coffee either. Matter of fact, I may go grab myself an ice cold beer is what I may do. We had no heat today in 90-degree weather. AC. I mean, no AC, or because we had no power. I've had no power for 10 hours, over 10 hours. So it's finally come back and sort of screwed up me in the middle of working on a new video. You guys saw the one from this morning? What'd you think of that? You like that one? I enjoyed putting that one together, and it should be releasing a I didn't release it this morning, that it'll be coming out tomorrow. It'll be something like that. But yeah, that was the one I worked on last night, and it, for whatever reason, I think it was something with the program. No, I did not sleep in. Trust me, I did sleep in because I knew I didn't have any power at 5 o'clock in the morning. I just rolled over and went back to sleep. I was like, I got up. It was only just to tell you guys that everything was running late. I had no internet, no power. Um, if you follow me on Twitter, I posted a picture of power lines down. Yeah, there's a tree that took out a telephone pole, pushed it into another tree, and they were having to replace the whole telephone pole. It was a mess. It was a mess. I would have loved to sleep in. I did get a nap today. It was nice. I don't normally do that. Today was a different story. I was able to get a little bit of rest. It's really weird how this thing rendered on YouTube. I thought it was going to do better. Because there was got it here. I'll show you what the original one came from. It was pretty neat. And then copy video URL and go there and go. So let's see if it's going to work. So this is damn it. Oh, son of a bitch. Let's do this. So this is the original. For whatever reason, I think I'm going to probably re-upload this or upload a different video for it, because this is crazy. So this is the original video. That's why I don't understand why it ended up so blurry. Like, here, check it out.
In the shadow, she grins, eyes of fire, dark begins, wrapped in mystery, demon in disguise, exotic danger. Wicked eye, wicked oh baby, she's a demon, temptress, exotic, ruthless, lover, destroyer, forever, chaos whispers, deadly embrace, every touch a storm, every kiss a chase, violent lover in a realm she reigns, passion burns, only remains. Wicked eye, wicked eye. Oh baby, she's a demon, temptress, exotic, ruthless, lover, destroyer, forever. Power rises, thunder dark rain fierce. Her touch worlds pierce. Feel chaos, it flows. Her storm lets go.
And see, it didn't look that good on the YouTube side. I don't know what caused it. So weird. I like the white wings. Yeah, I thought the white wings are pretty neat also. Just so aggravated that it looks much better in this video than it did in the one that I uploaded. So I don't know. There's got to be something wrong. I'll figure it out. I'll probably run it through a processor and see if I can get it back up to where it's supposed to be. I feel like you should make a song about our outgoing prime minister. Goodbye, wishy-washy Rishi. Yes. Can I tell Jessica Reloaded I made a song about her? I did not make a song about her. It had nothing to do with her whatsoever. Yeah, it is quite the song in graphics. It was something that I've been working on for a little bit. I've actually had that song in for quite some time, and I thought that would work really good with this new software that I decided to start using for making videos. I didn't like the way the last one turned out. I mean, it turned out better graphically than this one. I've got a few more that I want to put in through the processing, and it's just a matter of figuring it out. So I may redo this one, re-upload it, but you guys will be first to know whenever I do. AI pop stars, yay! How dare you sleep in the morning after a holiday? You think you're Zach or something? Well, I mean, at least Zach is doing something. It might be sleeping, but damn it, he's doing something. Oh, my 4th of July song. Oh, thank you, Starsy. That 4th of July song was a blast to make. I'm surprised. I really am surprised that it got released that day. I wasn't sure it was going to get out there. You know, that's sort of how it goes. You're never positive that it's going to come out. I've got another one that should have been released today. It means that there's some issues going on in the background that I don't know about. I have to figure out what's going on with this. It's just really weird that I don't have the quality that I was after. Let's see, check my email. Email will tell me if I've got the stuff. If there was an error last time, I got a something that came across and told me there was. Oh boy! I'll open a new tab. That's insane. Let's open this up real quick. Let's see updates. And it says DistroKid. What the hell? No. 15. No, it does not. Track 15 is. No, that's mine. Little bastards. So they're telling me that another one of mine. Samples or other audio that may not be 100% yours. Yeah. Looks like they're trying to be a pain. Authorized samples, remixes, and so on. It's super inconvenient, and So they're going through and removing my stuff. That's ridiculous. That's so crazy. They're telling me that this is that something's not working on my stuff. There's had an issue with the album. Well, I'm just gonna have to stop showing stuff to you guys before I release it. That's hilarious. So they're giving me a hard time. Distro is giving me a hard time. So I'm going to have to give them absolute crap back. I'm definitely going to have to give them crap back because this is ridiculous. Let's see, where is that? Somebody sent me an info. Green if blah, blah, blah. That's crazy. Oh, I'm just reading my emails. My emails came through. Good afternoon, everyone. Hell no, you were sleeping. Waiting on Shiz at 5:25. Didn't see on the ducker. I saw your email there. Ghostry. Trying to get organized for that day. Maybe we'll see. We'll see if I'm able to do that. I'll give it a try. We'll give it a try, Ghostry, to get back with you on that one if I'm able to. That'll be cool. We'll see. Oh man. So we're gonna have a hey MG. Is that MG on there? Shizzy coming out. Yes, I am here. Hey, what? If you're around, we'll hit each other up here because today was just, I am like out of all sorts today. It is absolutely been one of the craziest days. Losing power, just getting it back, trying to get video edited and giving me a hard time. So yeah, this is ridiculous. And now I'm having to fight with those bastards. I hate it. What is this crap? Oh Jesus. Oh, look at this. Oh man. Oh, this is awesome. I was hoping that this would happen because I had a conversation with somebody about this yesterday. And they got so pissy about this. Because they were sitting there going, oh, Trump's 2025 project and blah, 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 project 2025. You heard about Trump doing this, blah, 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 blah. Here you go. Here it is. Exactly what I told them. I was like, Trump doesn't endorse this. I don't even think he knows what it is. Everybody is trying to attach his name to it. And he's going, no, he's disavowing it. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Well, Tube Town coming after Otter Creek Gaming. Well, be careful with the Tube Town. What on earth are you doing streaming at a normal time? Jeez. Well, I just got power back about an hour and 45 minutes ago. So that's what I'm doing. Streaming at a normal time. Mm-hmm. Well, you have a wonderful day. Take care. I plan on having a wonderful day. You have a wonderful day also. We will see you soon. Trump disavows Project 2025 transition plan after a key official calls for a new American revolution. Trump distanced himself Friday, which was today. Massive proposal overhaul of the federal government drafted by longtime allies and former officials in his administration, days after the head of the think tank responsible for the program suggested there would be a second American revolution. And Trump posted, I know nothing about Project 2025. I have no idea who is behind it. I disagree with some of the things they're saying, and some of the things they're saying are absolutely ridiculous and abysmal. Anything they do, I wish them luck, but I have nothing to do with them. Project 2025 outlines a whole bunch of garbage, and Trump just says, I don't want to have anything to do with it. President Joe Biden's reelection campaign has worked to draw more attention to this agenda, particularly as Biden tries to keep fellow Democrats on board after, well, his debate where he failed miserably. Trump has outlined his own plans to remake the government if he wins the second term. Has outlined his own plans to remake the government. He is really enjoying that bone. That's hilarious. My dog is over here just digging into it. Includes staging the largest deportation in U.S. history. Yeah, imposing tariffs on imports. Yeah, as we should have. I mean, why would we be paying tariffs if there's nothing in kind? I mean, that would make sense to me. This campaign has previously warned outside allies not to presume to speak for the former president, suggest their transition and waiting efforts were unhelpful. Heritage Foundation Kevin Roberts said on Steve Bannon's War Room podcast Tuesday that Republicans are in the process of taking this country back. Well, that has nothing to do with Trump. I have a feeling it's a bunch of rhinos, if you ask me. But this is crazy. We're in the process of the Second American Revolution. Damn the torpedoes. Get that Second American Revolution, brother. Will remain bloodless if the left allows it to be. We're a coalition of more than 110 conservative groups. Advocacy policy. Biden's reelection campaign said the plan will gut democratic checks and balances. Well, that's because we're not a democracy. And, Democrats don't have a check and balance. If you did, then you would be a republic. If you had checks and balances, you would be a republic. Louisiana passed a no permit concealed carry. Are you serious? That's beautiful. That is a beautiful thing. How are you, everyone? King Paco. Awesome. Not really surprising. Feel free to announce it, Shizzy. It's not really a surprise anymore. It's similar to last year. Don't know what okay. Feel free to announce it. Oh, okay. Okay. Similar to last year about yeah. So Valhalla. There is going to be a Valhalla birthday stream on the 10th. It's sounds pretty cool. I believe that's what she's talking about. And it's got, it's live in 5 days at 7 p.m. on the 10th of July. Let me here. I'll post it up there so you guys can see where it is. Copy. This is where it's going to be. America. Paste. Yeah. That right there is where it is going to be on July 10th. There's going to be a wonderful little get together for that. Go for broke, but not yourself. Don't ever want to go for broke. Let's see. On Thursday, the country celebrated Independence Day, and Biden prepared for his television interview after his halting debate performance. The president's campaign posted on X a shot of the dystopian TV drama The Handmaid's Tale. See, that's the thing. Most people don't pay any attention to garbage like that. There'll be a few showing a group of women in the show's red dresses and white hats standing in formation by a reflecting pool with a cross at the far end where the Washington Monument should be. The story revolves around women who are stripped of their identities and forced to give birth to children for other couples in a totalitarian regime. Well, and that's what they would have you do if it was the Democrats, because most of them can't have children on their own. It's pretty hard whenever you're a totalitarian to have children. That's so bad. That's so bad. 4th of July under Trump's Project 2025. The thing, it's not Trump's. At least the lecture drama is over. Larry the cat has a new servant. Yes. That is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. I'm glad it's over for you guys. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, this was like I said, no power. You're sort of tied up, but you know, not physically. I mean, some of you probably would like that. Here we go. Biden says he's staying in the race as he scrambles to save candidacy and, well, save his candidacy and braces for an ABC interview. Madison, Wisconsin, President Joe Biden fighting, saving his endangered re-election effort Friday, defiantly declared that I'm staying in the race during a campaign rally in a critical battleground state as he prepares to sit down for a television network interview where his every answer is sure to be scrutinized for evidence of his competency and fitness to run for office. Well, that's why they are sitting down for an interview and he's not doing a even pre-recorded debate. Because he failed miserably. That was something that the Biden campaign wanted. They wanted his campaign. They wanted him to be there at this particular time because maybe whenever they first set it up, he wasn't daylighting it or sundowning as bad as he did that night. Biden again acknowledged his subpar debate, saying, "Can't say it was my best performance," but that amid speculation over what he would do, he had to answer, "I'm running. I'm going to win again. I beat Trump. Okay. I'll beat him again." Okay. We see it. See it. Just another episode of Yes, Prime Minister. I beat Donald Trump, a forceful Biden says. The crowd cheered and waved campaign signs. I'll beat him again. Biden relied on a teleprompter for his remarks. Attacked his presumptive Republican challenger almost immediately, laying into Trump by pointing out that the former president once said that George Washington's army won the revolution by taking control of the airports from the British. Raleigh proceeded to interview what could be watershed moment for Biden. Okay. Who is under pressure to bow out of the campaign after his disastrous bumbling debate against Donald Trump ignited concern that the 81-year-old Democrat is not up for the job. Was. Sundowners learned, oh, well, at least we have backup Barry. You're so full of the, maybe you mean sick of the two geriatrics? I don't know. The interview with ABC's George Stephanopoulos being taped after a campaign rally in Madison is expected to be intense, probing. That's what we need. We need some intense and some probing. Those are the words that you want to put, next to the president right there. He's intense and probing. What's he probing for? What the hell? Oh my God. Given that we've had 6 prime ministers in 14 years, we're kind of stoked that we won't have another general election for another 5 years. That's pretty funny. I love it. Oh, play man. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Sounds like a late night alien abduction. Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, we do get those. They spoke on condition of anonymity. Why do these people feel the necessity to always speak on a condition of anonymity? It's ridiculous to me. Never understood why they do that. Not clear that even a so-so performance would be enough to satisfy concerns about his fitness to serve. The White House itself was raising the stakes for Biden's interview with Press Secretary Janine Carrara and saying that millions of Americans are expected to watch. I have a hard time saying demons' names. It just doesn't work for me. While private angst, is it angst or angst? always got an argument with somebody over that. They said it's angst. I said, I don't know. Space hippies arriving again? It could be. Could be space hippies arriving again. I like the space hippies. That while private angst, whatever, among democratic lawmakers, the only thing that makes them democratic is they're part of a dictatorship. That's what makes them Democrats. Katy Perry song about alien sex. Yeah, see, it's really crazy. I managed to pull up all of this music and get it set up, and then now I'm being accused of sampling some stuff, and that's just pissing me off. But at least 3 House Democrats have called for Biden to step down. Don't really care. President Biden has done enormous service to our country, but now it's time. He hasn't done. Yeah, sure. It's so wrong. So wrong. Give me just a second. I'm gonna grab some nice whiskey tonight. Yes. All right, let's see what we got here. We've got some pretty good stuff today. Let's give it a try. It is Friday. The thing. So this is what I've got right here. Nice little bottle of some Angel's Envy. We'll give it a try. See what you guys think. See if this is going to be a good tasty one today. Hopefully, you guys can raise a toast with me, have a nice drink, be happy, be cheerful. You like Friday, yay! Especially this one. Fridays are good. Fridays are a good thing. Set that out of the way so I don't knock it over or something like that. This is going to be a beautiful day today. Although it started out crappy, I want all of you just to remember it's Friday. You should be happy with where you're at in life. It doesn't matter how bad or how good it is. Just be happy with, that you're still alive. Cheers, y'all. Oh, that is nice. I like that. That keeps me very happy. There are also a few signs of discontent at Biden's campaign rally, with one supporter on stage waving a sign that read, "Pass the torch, Joe." Many Democrat lawyers who are hearing from their constituents, at home during the holiday week are split over whether Biden should stay or go. Lawmakers have been deeply frustrated, yet pushed back, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, they really don't have much. It is amazing to me that they talk this much. To put it plainly, Vice President Harris shouldn't appear on a list of potential replacement because she is only a successor. Yes. Well, that's how it goes. She is only a successor. What can I say? It's a beautiful thing that, that's how it is. Oh boy, here we go. So, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer vows to heal wounds of distrust after a Labour landslide. Yeah, it's the same boss, just with a different boss. Same boss, new boss, the same as the old boss. I have no doubt we will rebuild Britain brick by brick. We will rebuild the infrastructure of opportunity. That's a weird thing to say, but okay. Said he would take time, but government would get the NHS back on its feet. More like on its back. Before he arrived at number 10, his predecessor, Rishi Sunak, I don't even know who Rishi is, bid farewell and reflective speech from the same spot where he called for the snap election that led to his ouster. I've heard your anger, your disappointment, and I take responsibility for this loss. To all the conservative candidates and campaigners who worked tirelessly without success, I'm sorry that we could not deliver what your efforts deserved. Sunak's party, which has been racked by scandals, turbulent leadership changes, and global problems, is out of control, suffered the biggest defeat in its 2-century history. With results tallied for all but one constituency, Labour had won 412 seats in the 650-seat House of Commons. Conservatives only had 121, down from 365. The Tory reign was marked by Britain's messy divorce with the EU, followed by COVID and Russia's invasion of Ukraine, all of which battered the economy. So that is how it goes. Hey, White Rabbit, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I hope my voice sounds okay today. It's I'm trying to get it all warmed up, for the Friday Night Live. It seems like it's going to be a pretty on fire one this week. Man, oh man. Welsh lady reads. Hi, Captain Kurt. Good to see you. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on out there that the Tories getting kicked out of power, sort of. I don't know too much about the European politics. I mean, don't know. I really don't know. Texas is, oh my God. This is hilarious. You're going to love this one right here. Because this is going to come back in the news. This is going to become a big thing. How Texas is still investigating illegal alien aid groups on the border after a judge's scathing order. Now, if you don't know what this order is about, a judge basically, there's been a law passed in the state of Texas that makes it illegal, and I believe it's 5 years in prison and $1,000 or a $10,000 fine per offense if you're caught aiding illegals in either crossing or finding residency or in any way, shape, or form supporting illegals. Okay. So that right there is, for each offense, could get you, 5 years in prison, $1,000 or $10,000 fine. And this is what I believe it was Section 6 or something like that was written into the state constitution in Texas, or into law. It was passed into law. However, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know how law works or anything. I'm stupid. So they made that, a lot of it was to cut back on the human trafficking. This way, whenever people are being caught, they're going to be looking at a lot of time. So you catch 10 people that are in one of these rings and they brought in 100,000 people, they're basically going to prison for life with no way of ever getting out, which is what should happen, because you're, trafficking in humans. It's a bad thing. We don't like that. So, according to this, McAllen, Texas is widening investigations into aid organizations along the U.S.-Mexico border over claims that nonprofits are helping illegals get in the country, taking some groups to court and making demands that a judge called harassment after the state tried shuttering this El Paso shelter. The efforts are led by Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, whose office has defended the state's increasingly aggressive actions on the border, including putting razor wire barriers up and a law that would allow police to arrest illegals who enter in the U.S. Okay? Which is what should happen. That has been the law forever. You come here illegally, you get arrested, and then you get sent back. But whenever they say this, they're saying immigration laws are federal laws, not state laws. Yes, but if the federal law is not enforcing the state laws, then Texas law. Okay, let's see what they've got. Okay, let's look. It's SB4, and what it is, SB4. I've looked this up before. Let's do this. Texas Texas SB 4, Senate Bill 4. All right. I've done this before. We'll do this again because AP is lying and they're full of absolute lying shit. Okay. Now, pay real close attention to what they're saying here in this little line right here. All right. They're saying whose office is defending the state's increasingly aggressive actions on the border. And I want to read it verbatim to what they say, and a law that would allow police to arrest migrants who enter the U.S. illegally. Okay. So keep in mind, that's what they're saying this is. Okay. So let's show what the actual law says right here. It says Senate Bill 4 looks to prohibit sanctuary city policies that prohibit local law enforcement from inquiring about a person's immigration status and complying with a detainer request. These policies also prohibit the sharing of information regarding a person's immigration status with the federal government. Opponents, and they're basically saying that this is explaining what sanctuary cities are. Okay. So opponents of such policies argue the state could pass legislation that prohibits cities and other government entities from the creation of enforcements of policies and ordinance that prohibit or impede the enforcement of state and federal immigration law. Section by section analysis. We'll just go down there. Duties related to immigration detainer requires a law enforcement agency that has custody of a person to subject to an immigration detainer issued by ICE to provide to the judge and magistrate authorized to grant or deny a person's release on bail under Chapter 17. Notice blah, blah, blah. Record the person's case file and comply with honor fulfillment of requests made in the detainer. Provides that law enforcement agency is not required to perform a duty to impose subsection 1A with respect to a person who is transferred to the custody of the agency, blah, blah, blah. Release into federal custody, which basically sends them over to the feds. And then of course it defines a secure facility that is where they would be put. Definitions, applicability. Yeah, so this is SB 4. SB 4 does. SB 6, I believe, goes after the people that are trafficking in there. So SB 4, they are not incorrect in what they're saying. I was wrong. What they're saying is this basically prohibits a local entity or person employed or otherwise by under direction of control of entity or considering any sort of race, color, religion, blah, blah, blah. According to the state constitution, authorizes any person, including the federal government, to file a complaint with the attorney general if the person offers evidence, support, an allegation that a local entity has adopted, endorsed a policy under which entity prohibits or discourages the enforcement of immigration laws in the city. So it is this one. Okay. And what it does is denial of state grant funds. Yeah. So, okay. That makes sense. I was correct in a way, but not correct in another. So what they're talking about in this is the section by section analysis. Okay. So what they're doing is in this right here, this has to do with sanctuary city policies. Okay. So what they're doing in the first part of this is they're giving the analysis of the procedure and what it is that they consider to be a sanctuary city. Okay. So they're saying sanctuary city is anybody that's misdirecting what an illegal is. They explain what an illegal is. So that's all that they're doing. So I was correct. So what it is they're explaining here what they consider an illegal to be. Then they go down here, release into federal custody, what they should be doing, how that is supposed to be handled. Then it goes into more definitions. Then it goes into discrimination prohibited. So like, just because they are a certain color, we're not supposed to be, targeting them. Complaint, equitable relief, which makes no sense. Just file a complaint with the attorney general if there's a local entity that's adopted, enforced, or endorsed a policy that allows any of this here. Okay. And then it goes on to say the Attorney General, if the Attorney General determines a complaint filed is valid, provide written notification not later than the 10th day after the date of the determination that the complaint has been filed, determined it's valid, authorize the file. Entity will be not denied state grant funds for the fiscal year following the year with what this action was brought. So they're going after the entities of sanctuary cities. So if they're saying, oh, you can be absolutely fine being here, then you're good to go. But they're basically going after they're going after the people that are trafficking in humans. So it sounds to me like the AP is for trafficking in humans, which is fine. AP, it's good to know how your stance is on human life. So AP is basically calling right here Attorney General Ken Paxton. They're telling Attorney General Ken Paxton that they are absolutely for human trafficking. If that makes any sense. And who is the writer of this story? Valerie Gonzalez. So Valerie supports, as you can tell by her lies, Valerie Gonzalez supports this kind of actions of trafficking in humans. So just want you guys to be aware that she hasn't done enough research. So also it says file any of these things, update the agent's policy with consistency to the act, and effective on September 1st, 2017. Isn't that amazing? That was effective in 2017. Oh. Unless they're talking about I'm pretty sure that that bill, the new bill was more. It was SB 6. I'm pretty sure SB 6, if I'm not mistaken, was it was the updated one. I think Bill 6. That's just the enrolled version. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. So this is the update right here. This is Service Bill number 6. And it goes into the Code of Criminal Procedure is amended to read as follow. Each case enumerated in this code goes through basically arrested person may be taken before a magistrate in person, image, defendant if no other person able to produce receipt. Yeah, they should have probably looked at this one right here. Some of these were actually removed of it. Charged with felony, minimum term of is that right? And some of these are just removed. Section takes off immediately as act of 2/3. Required training. No, I was wrong. It is SB4. Yeah. Hooray. I'm an idiot. What can I say? I work on being an idiot on a daily basis. So crazy. Just a little late. Oh, no, I'm always a little late. So as they were saying, they want to arrest the Texas. Texas wants to. Right now, the law is on hold of lots of back and forth in the courts. It's all gone all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court. On Tuesday, the court allowed Texas to give local law enforcement the ability to arrest illegals. Wow. See, as much as the AP wants to change, the word illegal immigrant, it is a very fitting word. Yeah, you told him he had to wait until tomorrow? Why does he have to wait till tomorrow? So that was a long dissertation with so many words that you were scrolling through. Yeah, because most of them didn't fit the narrative. I can read really, really fast. I just can't speak very fast. I speak very slow. My mind goes 100 miles an hour whenever I read. That's why doing like my evening reads, and doing these story times and stuff like that has helped me be able to focus that a little bit better. Growing up, I had to take a speed reading class to learn how to read and then do comprehension on it, which was insane. I mean, my speed reading was pretty good, and actual, being able to test and comprehend everything that I was reading. About 90% of the words I didn't actually need to have. I could get the gist of it in a short period of time and understand what was being said. So, do I miss a lot? Yeah, quite a bit. But, whenever you got a lot of documents to read, it comes in really damn handy. Like I can glance at this page and pretty much understand everything that was being said. It's pretty bad. I can get a good grasp of it, but would I be accurate on word for word? Hell no. But reading has helped me out quite a bit to be able to slow down my brain because it just goes too fast. Too much. On Tuesday, the court allowed Texas to give local law enforcement the ability to arrest illegals. The court's conservative majority rejected an emergency application from Biden to stop the law from going into effect. Biden argued the law is a clear violation of federal authority, which would cause chaos in immigration law. Well, not really. It actually falls in line with what they've already got on the books. It's just that the federal government has not been pursuing enforcing federal law. So the states have had to step up and make sure that it's being handled on their end. And Biden doesn't like that. Neither did Obama. But this is nothing new. Bush lady, holy cow, what do you say to that? Oh my gosh, you have to remember that.
Don't be dry, baby.
Thank you. All you did for you yesterday. Oh, you're welcome. I don't know. What all did I do for you yesterday? I forget. It all goes by so fast. No, I know what you're talking about. You're welcome, Watch Lady, and you're wonderful. I hope everybody knows that. Yeah, most definitely. The Biden administration argued the law is a clear violation of federal law. The Federal Appeals Court issued an order that prevents Texas from enforcing the law, and that's where things are right now. Issued an order that prevents Texas. Yeah, so basically there's sanctuary. It was your birthday. I'm giving you a hard time. You know me. How do immigration arrests work? Well, you cross the border illegally, you get arrested, taken to a detention center where you await being deported back to the country whence you came. And that's usually the immediate country. So I'm thinking trebuchet would be probably one of the quickest ways. If we could just line those up on the border, you can get like good loft on those things, and you'd be surprised how far you can fling, somebody back into their country. Others are released into the U.S. to wait for their deportation hearings and appear for immigration court hearings. Immigration court is run by a third agency overseen by the Justice Department. Customs officers, meanwhile, check identity at ports of entry, and they arrest anyone caught smuggling people over the border in vehicles. Well, that is putting it pretty simple. 2 trebs would be awesome. That would be just cut down on immigration real quick. I know. And especially if you find a whole group of them, it'd be like bowling balls. You just like get like the perfect loft and stop it before it happens, but you have to think about the children. They're not very fast, especially whenever they've been trudging all those miles through jungles and all that kind of stuff. Their little legs are all tired, They've been walking with Uncle Finky. Yeah. The distance on the babies, I'm telling you, you could, if you could get one that would loft, a 250-pound man. I know he's only 5'4", and he's, it's all the desert food that they eat. It has to be either that or the mountain food or something. It's amazing that they they've got fuller bellies than whenever they left their country, whenever they arrive in ours. Weird how that happens. ICE officers also arrest and deport people already in the United States illegally. Usually, these illegals are targeted because they're accused of committing some other crime. Well, yeah, like breaking and entering, murder, rape, all that kind of stuff. That usually tends to get you arrested, as it should. Other agencies arrest employers suspected of mistreating illegals or human trafficking. That's what the bill is supposed to do. It's supposed to stop human trafficking. It's amazing that the left hasn't figured this out yet. One day they will. One day they will figure this out. Has anyone been arrested? Texas authorities had not announced any arrests made under the law while it was briefly enforceable. As for federal arrests, well, no, not really. The Border Patrol, an agency under Homeland Security, arrests illegals all the time. The patrol's most recent data is from January, and it's broken out by sector. It made 16,712 arrests. In the Rio Grande Valley, there were 7,340, and those arrests are down considerably from earlier in the month. Yeah, because they stopped arresting them. Oh, geez. Yeah, you have to remember whenever they let over 17 million people into the country, that's an invasion. If 17 million people over the span of 4 years came into your country, you would probably have something to say. Think about that, Welsh lady. That's more than you have in one of your cities. 17 million people. Hell, in Wales, it might be more than you have in the entirety of Wales. Imagine 17 million people in 1 year coming to your country. Hard to imagine, isn't it? Imagine 17 million people coming to your state. Ooh. Has any other state tried this before? Yes. Arizona passed a similar law in 2010 that authorized police to arrest illegals if there was probable cause that they had committed an offense that would make them deportable. And it made it a state crime for illegals to fail to carry registration papers and other government identification. This case went up in front of the Supreme Court, but many of the provisions were struck down, but not the ones that meant anything. The ones that meant anything that said, no, we're standing by those. You can't allow it. 17 million with a Welsh accent. Well, how will we communicate? Yeah, so you have 31 million people in Wales. See, all of Wales has 31 million people. So just imagine 17 million. Or 3.1 million. Imagine another 17 million people just showing up over an entire year, moving right into your country. What do you think would happen to your housing? There's a reason why they're putting them up in some of the finest hotels and giving them money. See, whenever people talk about, oh, you don't have an immigration problem, you should. Why isn't America taking care of these people? Why aren't they helping them? A good portion of illegals are Asian. I don't know if that's true or not. I have no proof to back that one up. 17 million is almost 25% of the UK's population. Yeah, well, that's about right. How you doing, Valhalla? Good to see you, brother. I hope the microphone's sounding good. I mean, it's I got a new one today. Well, actually, it came in really early this morning. And my plan was to, why am I involved? Hey, it's not my fault you're involved. I mean, you can like house them or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe have them build a house. I mean, they do have a lot of talent. A lot of the immigrants that get here have so much talent. That's why Biden wants them here. So I've got an old microphone. I guess I'm going to have to do something with. Maybe I'll just keep it around to do like streams on my laptop or something. I don't know. It's a good little mic. I mean, this is my old mic. It weighs like maybe half a pound, and this is the new mic. Size effing matters. There you go. Also, the diameter a little smaller, and this is a condenser mic, which does really funky stuff whenever you use it. So this one is more of a dynamic condenser mic. So it's dynamic. You're not a Fed, so you're not involved. I don't know. I see. I don't trust you. That sounds like something a Fed would say. I love doing that to you, Ghost Tree. That's so much fun. Yeah. So yeah, I got a new microphone today. That was something that has been long overdue. And also I don't have to run as much software. He says size matters. Hey, I guess it does. Damn it. I mean, I'm happy with the size of my instrument now. And your 8-year-old Technica seems to have died today. It's Audio Technica. Yeah, I looked at those. Yeah, it was way past due. This one was starting to crap out on me. You guys didn't hear a lot of the issues that I was having with it. I mean, it still works. It just I think I've abused it too much. You know, it happens. Sometimes you just touch your microphone too much, gets a little sore, doesn't want to work like it did before. You know, gets a little tired. Crazy. It is so crazy. So, what is this? Which groups are targeted? Nonprofit organizations in the Texas border are faith-based and operated for years. See, this is what they're talking about. What the court said so far, if Texas action disrupted the age groups. No. This organization has over 40 years of commitment to standing in solidarity with the most vulnerable in our region is the eye of the administration. That makes you wonder if your organization will be next. Says Limon Garza. I don't know. It's crazy. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is interesting. Why would this happen? They want to have this thrown out. Why do they want to have it thrown out? What is going on? I'm confused. Georgia election workers who won a $148 million judgment against Giuliani want his bankruptcy case thrown out. Oh, that's what it is. So Giuliani's creditors, including 2 former Georgia election workers who won a $148 million defamation judgment against him, are opposing his attempts to convert his bankruptcy into a liquidation, saying they'll likely ask for the case to be thrown out instead because of what they call is flouting of bankruptcy law. Giuliani more than likely doesn't have $148 million, and so he's having to liquidate everything. This is what happens whenever you go after somebody for a ridiculous amount of money. The comments came Wednesday after a status hearing on Zoom before U.S. bankruptcy judge Sean Lane in White Plains, New York, former New York mayor and Donald Trump advisor, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy reorganization. That's what you do whenever somebody files a $1 million case against you. Now, if someone is going to file one of these lawsuits, and this is one of those dirty little things that happens, but that's what happens. You want a golden mic, and I'll be at the podium saying, "On ask that seat." Shizzy is going to want to. Yeah, I would love to have a golden electro voice microphone. You know, Hilarious. I'd have to have someone come in and polish my microphone every day. This is why everything should be in a trust so you're broke all the time. Well, and you know, the thing is if you're going to go after somebody to try to take away their livelihood, I mean, that's all that, like these people that won this multi-billion, was it a billion, close to $1 trillion case against Alex Jones. Okay. So you're going to try to bleed money out of somebody that has no money. I mean, okay, I'll have to sell off everything, and then that cuts off my income, and then there's nothing you can do for coming after me. Because guess what? After 7 years, see you, bye. Creditors go away. I've satisfied it to the best of my ability. There's nothing left. You broke me. All gone. All the money's been liquidated and is gone. Probably at a discounted rate. Tough titty. So make your claims realistic if you're wanting to do something, instead of using this as a time to win the lottery. That's what a lot of these folks are wanting to do. Oh, I just won the lottery, $148 million lawsuit against you. Okay. I don't have anything, but here you go. You're welcome to my last $10. Okay. That stopped me from continuing on? No. Was it a big defeat? Sure. I mean, I have to pay your court fees, but usually you have to pay that and then you get paid back. So you have mics of different sizes. I attached the right one for one who is using it. Well, good thing is with my voice, it sounds like crap on everything. No, it doesn't. I am kidding. No, it is a good voice. I'm happy with the way that my voice sounds. Damn, I can't be letting my angel's envy go to waste here. Good afternoon, Welsh Lady Reads. JW, glad you could make it in here. Man, it is a beautiful, beautiful Friday. We just had a bunch more rainstorms come rolling through. So if my lights blink out like they did the other night, I think I was on with MG the other night whenever they blinked out. Yeah, I was on with MG. They blinked out. I went to bed. I mean, we did lose power that night also. I went to bed. Next morning we had power back up. So it happens. If it sounded like crap on everything, does that mean it sounded heavenly when on the crapper? That is a big possibility. It always sounds, it's amazing that the reason why people sound so good whenever they sing in the shower is because you get that slight bit of reverb. Well, you sound good to yourself. Doesn't mean that you sound good. It just means you sound good to yourself. It's because you're getting that immediate feedback. Pretty cool. Shizzy, you have one of the best voices around. It draws you in, sort of like a moth to flames. The soft, dulcet tones of Shizzy to take you through your afternoons on Shiz, Hey Shiz, or Hey Nut. Yeah, that was during the transcript read on the Young Thug case. Yeah, it's an amazing thing. The comments came Wednesday. Status during Zoom. The former New York Mayor and Donald Trump advisor filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in December, days after the election workers Ruby Freeman and her daughter Wandrea Shea Moss won the defamation case. They said Giuliani's targeting them because of Trump's lies about the 2020 election being stolen led to death threats that made them fear for their lives. No, they had questions. And they had valid questions. Doesn't mean that they were going after you. They had valid questions because it looked like you guys were passing files to one another through a USB hub, through a little USB stick. That's what it looked like. So whenever they were seeing this on tape, they wanted to find out what exactly was going on. Now, me personally, I think it's horrible if anybody went after these folks personally. I think that that's just absolutely a bad thing to do. This is why I don't like doing like those attack kind of video things where you're attacking somebody. Talk about it, have the discussion. There's means to handle these kinds of things, but you also have to realize that it is not your job to go after every single person. Some people get a wild hair up their ass and they go and do stupid things, and that's not right. If they were right, it was an election interference. Exactly. That's what they were trying to get to the bottom of. But instead, it ended up becoming some defamation case. Well, because you wouldn't answer the questions and you were acting all shady. Did they do anything illegal? I don't know, because they never got to that point before they filed a defamation case. Because idiots went after them. This is also why I don't like going after people are going to, and of course you get people like Laura Owens that are just going to constantly be the victim and claim that they're being attacked. So you have to watch out for that Slim Shady. So Philip Dublin, a lawyer for the committee of Giuliano's creditors, and Rachel Strickland, an attorney for Freeman Laws, accused Giuliani of failing to turn over financial documents, ignoring bankruptcy court orders, and trying to delay the process through litigation tactics. Well, this is what you do whenever you're about to lose everything. Welcome to the way that you're supposed to do things. Whenever people make defamation allegations against you, what do? You protect yourself. Protect whatever you can, because what? You want the guy to be living in poverty on the street? He didn't want that for you. Our view is we do not have a good faith debtor. He has misbehaved every step of the way. We think, again, that the debtor here has been trying to game the system. Well, Julie has been disbarred in New York court as he finds he repeatedly lied about 2020 election laws. Giuliani pleads not guilty to felony charges in Arizona election interference case. Giuliani was served with Arizona indictment papers while leaving his 80th birthday party. Okay. Strickland adds, for the last 6 months, my clients and committee have been sounding alarm bells about Giuliani's problematic conduct, including his underhanded litigation tactic. That's your opinion. You're going to need to leave in a few minutes. I see I have a text from your Facebook private message you need to answer. I don't know if I got it. Okay, well, be safe, Cindy. Be safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And, look forward to seeing all of you fine folks on Monday. And make sure that you've reached down there, you've stroked that like button. And, if you're not subbed, well, now is a good time that you can subscribe to me. Every subscription is appreciated. And if you throw money, I'm still not going to get naked on camera. But it's always appreciated too. In this case, it's converted to liquidation, which Giuliani requested on Monday. A trustee would be appointed to take control of his assets and sell many of them off to help pay creditors. If it's dismissed, Freeman and Moss could bring their effort to collect on a $148 million award back to the court in Washington, D.C., where they won their lawsuit, and avoid having to pay more legal fees for bankruptcy court. Freeman and Moss, meanwhile, have a pending request before the judge to declare that the $148 million judgment cannot be discharged or dismissed during Giuliani's bankruptcy. Okay. Bankruptcy is part of the legal quagmire that Julie is in across the country. On Tuesday, he was disbarred as an attorney in New York. Do you think at his age he really gives two damns? Like, okay, disbarred. Giuliani, he's going to lose his law license in Washington. A board in May recommended that he be disbarred, though a court has the final say. In Georgia and Arizona, Giuliani is facing criminal charges over his role in the effort to Yeah, he's pleaded guilty. This is the same case. They've got this as a RICO case. All right. Whenever they say that he's facing criminal charges, because they brought it as a RICO case. Okay. So in the state of Georgia, among the young thug bull crap that's going on right now with that particular judge, they also brought a RICO case against Donald Trump and a whole bunch of other defendants. I don't remember the exact amount of defendants, but Giuliani's named amongst those people. So that's the one that he's facing. Is no different than the one that Trump is facing. It's all the same court case. But see, if you can word it, it makes it sound like everybody's in on this and everybody's getting arrested and in trouble and all that kind of crap, which does not make it true. It's just it makes it easier to provide this kind of narrative by saying these things are happening. So that's all it is. It's the same court case that Trump is in. He filed for bankruptcy. He listed nearly 153 million in existing or potential debts. Those are debts, including almost $1 million in state and federal tax liabilities, money he owes lawyers, and many millions of dollars in potential judgments and lawsuits against him. He estimated he has assets worth about $1 million to $10 million. So if you're in debt 153 million, Fulton County, of course, filled with corruption. Yeah. And I can't even talk about it because, well, that's how, that's what you get for living in Georgia and being married to a lawyer. There's certain things I can't talk about. But that's how it goes. Angel's envy is the bomb. Diggity. Woo. So in May, he spent nearly $330,000, including $28,000 for a condo and co-op costs for his Florida and New York City homes. He also spent about $850 on food, $390 on cleaning service, $230 on medicine, $200 on laundry, and $190 on vehicles. So there you go. That's a breakdown of how much he spends per month. Yeah, sucks. Well, I hope you get to him. I can though. Forever and ever and ever and ever. Crazy to me. Oh, Jesus. This one too. When are people going to realize this guy is, who does he influence? Does he influence this chubby chunky guy right here? Is that who he influences? Mr. I'm having a baby here. Don't understand this. When are people going to stop listening to these guys? So I believe that's Andrew Tate's brother. I can't remember what his name is because I really don't care. Okay, that's Andrew Tate right there. Don't know who this guy is, but he would look better with like some hair, maybe. Sort of like. There we go. Yeah, let's give him some red hair. There we go. Red eyebrows, maybe a little red mustache, chin strap or something like that on him. Yeah, it looks like a clown, like Bozo. See, tongue, got his tongue sticking out. I don't know. Now I'm just acting goofy. So Andrew Tate, yes, he's a social media influencer, right? Okay. Bucharest, Romania. The court in Romania capital ruled Friday that social media influencer Andrew Tate can leave Romania but must remain within the European Union as he awaits trial on charges of human trafficking, raping, forming a criminal gang to sexually exploit women. The Bucharest tribunal decision to allow Tate, 37 years old, to leave the country was hailed by a spokesperson, Matu Petrescu, as a significant victory and a major step forward in the case. It is not clear whether prosecutors can or will appeal the court's decision. Tate, a former professional kickboxer and dual British and U.S. citizen, was initially arrested in December of 2022. So that was 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. near Bucharest, along with his brother Tristan and 2 Romanian. No, not quite 2 years ago. Half ago. Okay. Sorry. His brother Tristan and 2 Romanian women. Romanian prosecutors formally indicted all 4 in June of last year, and all 4 have denied the allegations. After Friday's decision, Tate wrote on the social media platform, "I am free for the first time in 3 years. I can leave Romania. The sham case is falling apart." The Tate brothers are making lots of cash selling Manosphere stuff. I guess so. I mean, it's a gig. I mean, it's an absolute gig. You know, it is found the weakness in people. That's the problem. It finds the weakness in people and it goes after them. That's all that it does. And it's not, you're going to see more of this kind of stuff come out where people are saying, "Oh yes, well, I totally did, like, you know, I joined this like powerful men's group and like we became like so like smart, you know, it's you know, we became like these brave soldiers of the future, doing like self-reflection and things like that. And so it was awesome, you know, because we're so great." So, I don't buy I don't buy the Manosphere stuff. Okay, just so you know, just like, you know, yeah, women can be horrible, men can be just as horrible. And is it one of those where if you're looking to gain more power and be a little bit more powerful and a little more forthcoming, well, there's places you can do that. You don't have to pay $10,000 for it. All you have to do is just, you know, start a YouTube channel, and you end up figuring out really quick how much your voice really does not matter. It's awesome. Tease tea. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I've got this here. Give me a second. I'll have to pull it up. Man, what do we got here? Tease tea. Oh my gosh. Damn it. Came back yelling at me. Just Stacy was gifted a membership. Soyban was gifted a membership. Roxanne was gifted a membership. And Brenda, little sis 1957, was gifted a membership, as was Debbie Morin. Gifted all memberships. That is so nice of you, Tease T, for that. Shame on you, showing your naughty bets, Tease T. Thank you so much. That is very kind of you. Andrew Tate's former, yeah, he was a kickboxer in MMA, I think is what it was, mixed martial arts. He's self-proclaimed something or other. Yeah, I think so. I you know, the thing is, I don't care. See, I don't follow the guy enough to even give 2 craps about him. Like, dude said that he would sleep with a dude before he would a woman. Okay, just saying. You know, I'm just like, okay, whatever. You do you. I mean, it's so it's crazy to me that people get all worked up over what this guy says. Well, stop listening to him. That's all you got to do. I mean, you know, the stuff that he talked about doing, he made it very clear that he was providing the opportunity for women to do whatever they wanted to. He basically provided the space as long as they gave him a cut of it, and basically said that he had to, you know, keep on him. If you want to make money, you know, here's what you do. And they came to him going, "I want to make a lot of money." And they're not slaves to him. It's just like, well, here's how you've got to do it. And whenever they start like getting like acting like little asses, he has to remind them, well, you want to do this. If you don't want to do it, there's the door. Go. You know, I'm not going to tell you have to, but he likes butts. I guess. I don't know what Tate likes. I really don't care. It's amazing to me that people get all worked up about this Tate guy one way or the other. It's like he's just some random dude. You know, he's trying to sell a dream to people. Like, if you want to become more powerful, stop sending money to people like this. Serious. Think about how much money you're spending on his little cult. That's fine if you want to do it, but just realize you can get that same advice from a bum on the street. I guarantee you he'd be more appreciative of the money. Tate acts like he can just run roughshod through however much money he wants to. I don't care. Oh, so you got a Bugatti. Hooray. How many times do you have to have that car serviced? So you got 10 of these most like supercars. Look at what it costs to maintain one of them. Now you understand why he charges so much money for his little online courses. I mean, if people are giving you online courses to tell you how to stream, really? You want me to buy to learn how to stream? Yeah. No, thank you. Streaming is easy. You turn on the camera, you talk. And if you have a personality, which I don't, that's why I'm always surprised that I have people that actually listen to me. I really don't have that great of a personality. I could be a curmudgeony old bastard most of the time. The rest of the time, I'm just having fun. So, what is that? Oh, they sent me important safety information for my microphone. It says, do not throw in water while plugged in. I love it. That's great advice. It also says, don't open the product housing. It'll void the warranty. Huh. It says, make sure that if you're going to have any work done on it, refer it to Rhodes. It also says, use the product only in the ways that it's described in the instructions. So, other words, don't try to do booty penetration with this. It also says, if it was damaged in transportation, don't use it. I wonder why. I wonder what would happen if I did use it. Keep the product away from liquids and electrically conductive objects that are not necessary for the operation. You mean I can't take a shower with my microphone so you guys can hear me sing in the shower? What kind of microphone is this? What am I paying for? Do not adjust the control of the product in an environment that requires your attention. Well, you mean like operating machinery? It is not an adult toy. I don't know if it's an adult toy. How would I know? It doesn't have any instructions. It's like this fold out page. Why do they send these things? I don't understand these. And it has something, I think it might be German. It says, Die answagen. Under speaking sin door dinden dürfen dürfen bargain. Man, I ain't gonna like drool all over myself. Sorry, that's horrible. No, I don't understand this. I don't understand. They tell you to like follow the instructions, but this is all they gave me. They gave me like 10 instructions. That's it. And one of them was say, don't shower with it and don't shove it up your butt. I mean, okay, I could have figured that out by myself. Why would I want to stick something like this? Oh my God, bless America. It also tells me not to take it apart. Why would I do that? I want to take it apart just to see if I can. Yes, but it doesn't give you any operating instructions. What if I needed to know something more? Besides, you put it on a mic stand and you plug it in. I mean, maybe there's more to it than this. Maybe there's something I'm missing. I don't know. My wife does that to me all the time. She'll sit there and go, I can't figure this out. I'm just like, well, you got to take the plastic cover off of it first. And she's like, Well, how, I mean, that's not how Q-tips are supposed to work. You're supposed to just be able to clean your ears. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I thought you were smarter than that. Oh, don't do that. Gosh, I'm still waiting for a dunce emoji and a handcuffs one. I don't know. I don't know. That's what they need in this, though. They're telling me this is the regulatory and safety guide. And it says follow all the instructions, but they didn't give me any instructions. They just gave me this. One little sheet of paper that tells me die her for Schwagen on Swigen Gargan. And also, maybe they do that because they're Australian. They're just messing with you. Oh, wait. It does say something. Here it says, North America, note this equipment has been tested and found to comply with the limits for a Class B digital device. Okay. Do you know what that means to me? Absolutely nothing. I'm really concerned now. What is a Class B device? Is that sort of Chinese English is hilarious? Well, it's weird because they've got it in English, and it looks like German. It could be Dutch. Maybe that's Canadian. I'm pretty sure that's Canadian. Ellen Seeger Dutch Swalking. Yeah. I think it's Canadian. It sounds harsh like a Canadian language. Yeah. Burton White and Sai Das products. I got that word. Yeah, that sounds Canadian to me. I don't know. I can't read Canadian. That must be what it is. I just can't read Canadian. I'm sorry. I'm going off again on the weirdest stuff. Can't help it. Sometimes that just happens. I get in those kind of moods. Sorry, he was dual British citizen. He was arrested after Friday's decision. Tate. Okay, we embraced and applauded the decision of the court Thursday. I consider a reflection of the exemplary behavior and assistance of his clients, said Eugene Vidivici, of one of Tate's lawyers, adding that the Tates, just keep on wanting to say the Tates, are still determined to clear their name and reputation. Okay. This is like a hilarious picture right here. This reminds me of sitting at like dinner with 15-year-olds, where if you've ever seen this, and you'll see it quite often, especially if you know not too many people are going out because we're all broke ass bitches. So just think about this. Next time you're out, just look around at everybody, and if you see a group of people and they're all on their phone, just remember they're probably texting the person that's like down like 3 seats away from them. That's who they're texting. Whenever they're taking pictures of their food and stuff like that, all the people sitting at the table that saw them with their food, that's who they're sending the pictures to. Don't understand it. Totally miss what he's got. Well, of what? What? Huh? I totally missed what he's got. I don't know. What has he got? I don't know. Let's see. That ruling came after the legal case had been discussed for months on the preliminary chambers stages. Process in which the defendants can challenge prosecutors' evidence and case file. After the Tate brothers' arrest, they were held for 3 months in police detention before being moved to house arrest. They were later restricted to Bucharest municipality and nearby Avlov County, and then to Romania. Vindix said the ability to travel within the 27-nation EU bloc will allow the Tates to pursue professional opportunities without restriction. Andrew Tate, who has amassed 9.5 million followers on social media X, has repeatedly claimed that prosecutors have no evidence against him and that there is a political conspiracy to silence him. He was previously banned from various social media platforms for allegedly expressing misogynistic views and using hate speech. In a separate case, Andrew Tate was served at his home in Romania with a civil lawsuit lodged by 4 British women after a claim was issued in the High Court of London, according to a statement released by blah, 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 representing the 4 women. The four alleged Tate physically and sexually assaulted them and then reported them to British authorities in 2014 and 15. After a 4-year investigation, the Crown Prosecution Service decided in 2019 to prosecute him. Oh, that sucks. You were raised backwards. It's what? Huh? Instructions and warnings are just emojis now. Jizzy, I was raised backwards. I assemble things before I read the manuals too. The manuals I have found just to tell you the do's and don'ts, but not the hows. If you're on the phone searching for a coupon to pay for the dessert my wife ordered. Well, I understand that. I mean, I understand that's what you're doing. Most of the time, though, you see, especially it's a younger generation thing. You know, I'm saying younger generation. Now they'd be like in their 40s. They're still doing this crap. Like they're taking pictures of their food and sending it to like Facebook. Like who follows you on Facebook except for the people that you probably eat dinner with? What, like some faraway friend that you haven't talked to in like 30 years because, well, you've been too busy posting on Facebook? I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm an idiot. I'm horrible at like Facebooking and stuff like that. I think I had a Facebook account at one point in time. I don't check it. I created a Facebook just for this channel, but I can't figure out how to just get the one name on there, Shizzy Wisnut. They want like a full name. I'm just like, Shizzy? I don't know. What do you want? Middle name Wizzy? I don't know. What do you want? I don't get it. Shizzy Wizzy Nut. I don't know. It could be anything. Just don't get it. I'm like, okay, so what do you do on this? You take pictures of your food and you send it to people. You mean like the people that I already like? If I'm going to be eating something, more than likely they're right there with me. I'm so confused by it. I just don't. It makes no sense to me. And I mean, I'm not a boomer. I mean, I build computers, play video games. Meta, the fuck is that? Sorry, pardon my language, but I don't understand meta. Meta, is that like metadata? Because that's the only meta that I know. I could pull the metadata off of somebody's phone. I mean, are they trying to assume that they're smart or something? Because I don't find Facebook smart at all. I mean, I find them like idiots. I mean, I can anybody that I want to talk to from like long ago, I usually just call up, or they call me up, or you know, we send messages like on a phone. No, it's a new concept. It sort of works like a pager. I'm getting like the metaverse. Metaverse. Oh, okay. You mean like what was that? It was that Sims game where you could like fly around or something like that. I remember seeing that on like The Office. It just looked like The Sims. It actually looked like a video game avatar that's failed. Where they basically like go into their base formation, so they're like on a cross almost, where their feet are straight down, their arms are straight out. I remember seeing that on The Office. Dizzy, that sounds too real. Are you human? I might be, maybe not. What is it? And you need to have a conversation. It's just 3 hours. Audio coffee. Hey, Jen, how's it going? What a lovely smile you have. Good to see you. Metaverse, yeah, it was their fail launch of their virtual reality. Oh, you're telling me they tried to get into virtual reality? Oh, I remember this guy that got into that. He did a crowdfunding for like one of those like VR screens things. Like got some sort of patents on it and stuff like that. Made a lot of money. I thought they were pretty awesome. I really did. I was like, oh, that'd be really cool. Except like you would have to like bungee me in or something like that, so I couldn't go very far. Like that's what I was thinking, is like if you could just like run a bunch of like hooks onto me, where, you know, if if I wanted like a good workout, like, I could be dodging and doing all of like the shooting and stuff like that. But then I started watching, I was like, well, this looks horrible for if it's supposed to be virtual reality, it's virtually not even close to real. Because whenever you shoot somebody, usually they're going to be like bleeding and, making like these horrible gasping sounds and things like that, which, so it's virtual reality. No, it's not even close to reality. It's like virtually like stupid. Like, oh, we're going to shoot them and then they're going to explode into little bitty pieces and stuff like that. Okay. Wouldn't it just be easier to watch them like drop, and then you have to like jump over them or something comes out and like takes your legs out from underneath you? I mean, I think that would be awesome for virtual reality. Like if you missed, like you have to feel the pain, so imagine you get these people that are just like, I want to see the virtuality of like jumping from building to building. Yeah, but what if you missed the building because you weren't running fast enough? So like your chunky butt's running along and you jump and then you miss. How about like you do your jump and then all of a sudden you like because you're gonna miss, it just like gives you that sinking feeling, and then you feel like the whole floor just slams into you at like 100 miles an hour. That would be virtually real. I mean, it wouldn't be maybe okay 30 miles an hour, so it wouldn't be as real. I don't know. I mean, I thought it would be neat. Like I think there was a movie theater that started doing like scents or something like that, so you could smell like the what was going on around you. So imagine you're watching a movie and there's a rainstorm, that smell of like wet moist soil and all that stuff. That would really suck though if you were watching like CSI. That would really suck so bad. Be like, oh my God. It'd just be like, I smell something dead over here. This is horrible. Especially, if you're watching something like maybe Ace Ventura or something like that, where he's farting all the time. Like Sense in Theaters. How the hell do you YouTube? How do you do YouTube VR? I don't know. YouTube VR, I guess, would be pretty interesting. Like, wouldn't that be interesting though if it was like YouTube virtual reality? So if I said something you didn't like, you could just like reach out on your VR set and punch me, and then I would feel it. That would be virtually real. You're watching a horror film and a hot blonde is on the crapper. I don't know. That'd be weird. Smells like Teen Spirit here. In a separate case, the Tate brothers also appeared in Bucharest over allegations of sexual aggression. A UK case dating back to 2012 and through 2015. The appeals court granted British request to extradite the Tates to the UK. I just want to say Taints to the UK, but only after legal proceedings in Romania have concluded. By then, it'll probably be too late. You're good on theater scent experience. Yes. I mean, I try to make that experience really good for people. I eat a lot of beans before I go to a movie theater. So just in case there's ever a fart scene, I make sure to, share the love. Roller coasters on VR, great for those who don't want to go on the actual ride or can't. Well, that would be pretty cool. Bugs Life at Disneyland. Like that, huh? I mean, you got to do something to entertain yourself. I mean, if you're gonna go see like a really good movie, there's nothing like showing up with some fake blood. So, like, if there's, it's really hard to do whenever you're watching Saving Private Ryan. I mean, you're like slinging arms and stuff like that, like giving them that full 3D experience. VR is supposedly great for PTSD too. We have rubbish law when it comes to SA, but they make an example of here, I think. Well, that's good. Eating beeferinos before I go. Yeah, beeferinos. There you go. Somebody's got to do it. I mean, Who else to give you a better movie experience than me? I mean, come on. I mean, it's not like I'm going to set a theater on fire or something like that. I mean, it's crazy. So crazy. I wonder what kind of fact checks that the AP has come out with. Oh. This is fun. Hey, Jen, new member. Well, thank you very much for joining in here. You have become one of our special. Enjoy your birthday to the fullest. Love it. Welcome, Jen, and hope to keep you around for quite some time. If you type, every thought will be recorded and held against you. Is that before or after? Because I don't know. Oh, so close to being nuts, might as well commit. I mean, that's what I am. I'm completely nuts. It is there is, and the cool part about it is that low membership is like does everything. The higher memberships are only if you want to. I mean, that's it. The low memberships get you the same perks as everything else. I haven't set up like some sort of tier thing. I just, because there's some people that are just like, what if I wanted to give you more? I'm like, okay, well, you can do that. But I set up the low tier ones just because like I do releases and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. You're still gathering my nuts? Thank you, Wash Lady. All right, so here we go. Fact focus trumps misleading claims about the January 6, 2021 attack on the Capitol. Where did this picture happen? Why is it all grainy? Like, this is some bad photo editing. This is really bad photo editing. Just saying. Because it didn't look anything like that at all. It was pretty much a clear day. It was actually a pretty nice day from what I remember. The guitars are very intriguing. You're a huge Zeppelin junkie. Awesome. Well, here, I'll show you something. If you're a huge Zeppelin junkie, give me just a second. I'll show you something really cool. So, little story behind this first, all right? Little story behind this. I'll do this real quick. Here we go. So, a little story behind this, okay? Now, back in, what was it? 1990? 91. Trying to think here. I think it was 90. Back in 1990, I was in Los Angeles, California. And I was touring with a band. So in 1990, show up in California, and I go to the Guitar Center in California, and I'm sitting there looking at all these really cool pictures at Guitar Center. They've got, Jimi Hendrix, Jeff Beck, Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, John Bonham, and there are these really, really cool pictures that I never seen before. I never really spent a whole lot of time in any, major guitar store being in New Mexico. So I'm looking at these pictures, and this really creepy guy comes up to me. Creepy. I was a little bit freaked out, and was just like, "Oh, what do you think of all those pictures?" And I was like, "I don't know. They're just really interesting. I like the way that the lighting looks, and they're just like, I think there's something captured here." And the guy hands me his card. His name was Robert Knight, and he was a photographer back. I think he's deceased now, but he was this really cool photographer, and he looked like a total dork. I mean, just a total dork. But he did really good pictures, really good freaking pictures. And he wanted to photograph me, which I still have some of those pictures today. And I always get made fun of. They're like, "Oh, look, these are some blue steel pictures." I'm like, but it's hilarious. So he we were talking, and he was asking me, you know, what kind of music I liked and who I thought was pretty cool. And I was like, well, you know, Jimmy Page is like just the badass. So he walked over to his collection of pictures and got me this. So that right there is Jimmy Page live at the Whiskey A Go Go playing his double neck Gibson. And this is a photograph by Robert Knight. Robert Knight gave that picture to me. Pretty damned awesome. So I got a chance to meet Robert Knight, which is a photographer for a lot of the stuff that you'll see in guitar centers. I think he's deceased now, but he was world renowned photographer. Yeah, he took a couple of pictures. I think I have one of those on here. Let me see if I've got one. And like I said, they're you also have to understand I was like 19 at the time. An audio avatar. Let's see. Oh yeah, here you go. So here, I'll show you. This is what I looked like at 19. So yeah, he took this picture. Like I said, everyone made fun of me. I had a mohawk at the time, but Robert said, "Hey, you know, let your hair down," and had me, you know, shave any beard, mustache, whatever. He was like, "It'll clean up really well. We'll do some pictures." And so yeah, I did some pictures with Robert Knight. Really cool guy. Really cool guy. Turned out he wasn't so creepy after all. Unfortunately, I had to work one day, you know, because that's what you do whenever you live in California. You have to like pay the bills. So he invited me to meet with him. He was going to be going to, don't remember which show it was, but not Frank Zappa, but Iggy Pop and what's his name? David Bowie were supposed to be at this particular place, and he invited me to come along. Unfortunately, I couldn't because I had to work. He was like, "You're going to pass up missing David Bowie and Iggy Pop to work," and I was just like, "Yeah, I've got to make money." And that's whenever he said he wanted to hire me to work for him to become a photographer assistant. But also, that was going to come with some strings because, if I'm not mistaken, the guy might have been a little bit light in his loafers, and he wanted me to be like his play toy. So, but I don't care. I mean, it was a good time. He's a really, like I said, he was a cool guy. Just, you know, but yeah, that's where I got that picture from. Picture of Jimmy Page playing live at the Whiskey A Go Go, and 1969? I think it was their first time playing in the U.S. It was pretty cool. But yeah, so that was yeah, gave me that picture. My wife had it framed for me. I think it was on our like 10th anniversary or something. Pretty cool. David Bowie, when you're 5 years old, remember it well. Yeah, and since then I've met a lot of these same musicians, you know, through various means. I mean, I've run across like probably 2,000 or 3,000 different, you know, well-named bands. Shit, my old band even opened for Steppenwolf. It was pretty cool. It was John K. Steppenwolf. So there's two Steppenwolfs out there, just so you guys are not confused. There's John K. Steppenwolf, and then there's Steppenwolf that has all the instrumental. Of course, that was, Jesus Christ, that was over 20 years ago. Those guys might still all be dead. So yeah, whenever you see all these old instruments that I've got hanging up back here, I've got an Ernie Ball music band. I've got a what is this? A maestro. So that one right there is a maestro. And I've got Epiphone. So that Epiphone right there was one that I've had probably the longest. That Epiphone I picked up for $100 in a pawn shop. Or was it $70? Yeah, it was $70 in a pawn shop, and straightened the neck out on it, and I played that for 30 years. And then this one here I picked up in a pawn shop in Savannah. We were supposed to be playing the Velvet Elvis one night. That one is really cool. I'll tell you a story about that one in a second. Yeah, so this one right here, this beauty is what's called Maestro. Now, a lot of people don't know what Maestro is, and it's just like, okay, some sort of off-brand. Maestro was owned by Epiphone or Gibson at some point in time. They were their own company, but Maestro Maestro got bought out by Epiphone, Gibson, basically the same company, just different brands. And so this right here is all except for the style of the headstock, all the guts on it, all of the double F holes on it, is no different than the Gibson or the Epiphone. Take your choice, doesn't matter. Same thing. So that's $100 at a pawn shop. Straighten the neck out on it. Pay $100 cash. And right next to it, they had the Gibson one, which was, I think he was trying to sell it for about $1,200, something like that at the time. And of course, like I said, that was 30 years ago. And then of course, I've got my Ernie Ball Music Man. That one I picked up for $400 at a used guitar shop. They had drilled a hole through the neck and turned it into a 5-string. I had to go back and rebuild it. So it doesn't have the original footstock on it, or the, what do you call that? The bridge. I had to get a new bridge for it because the one they had on there was made for a 5-string, and they threw away the old one, which is bolts in. It's crazy stuff. And then of course I've got this Takamine acoustic, just cheap. And then I've got my Telly. The Telly I picked up at a music store. It was the last of the American made parts are in it, but it was shipped to Mexico to be built. So it was one of those first ones. And then of course my wife, she got this guitar for Christmas one year, and she doesn't play. So she just handed it to me and said, here, and do something with it. So yeah, I've got a few of those, and I've got like an acoustic. Oh, that reminds me, I need to rebuild the neck on got a Taylor. Yeah, I've got a Taylor Baby, something or other. And I need to put a new neck on it. The old one's broken. The headstock's broken on it. So I've got a piece of mahogany, and I'm going to strip the old headstock down, which basically take off the fingerboard and the truss rod, and basically build a new one. Ray. It's a beautiful collection. Yeah, on the wall it goes. Yeah, pretty much. And then of course I've got, I've got a couple of bass amps and things like that. But yeah, I played in a local band for, I don't know, many years. Did I become famous? No. Never anything famous. Just had a good time doing it. And I actually talked to my old guitar player last night. It was pretty cool. One of my old guitar players, played for a few bands, but talked with him and see how he was, he let me know how he was doing. Him and his brother have been playing some music. So good stuff. Said he hadn't been feeling inspired lately. I was like, man, I've already released like 4 albums. Oh, you're a hippie in this day and age. Well, no, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it is what it is. You can be whatever you want to be. If you want to be a hippie, then be a hippie. Yeah. Doesn't matter. I mean, you don't even have to like the same style of music as everybody. But it was Taylor Baby, great portable travel guitar. Yeah, it is, until somebody snaps a headstock. I picked this thing up out of a garbage can. It had a case for it. I mainly just wanted the case for my other acoustic. And whenever I picked it up, I found there was a guitar in there, and the headstock is removable. I mean, I was just like, damn, I want to rebuild this thing. This be a nice instrument to have. The tone on it sounds really good. I mean, whenever I first fixed it, it was failed. Yeah, it takes there's a lot of tension on that neck. A lot of tension on that neck, and it pulled it apart. I think I was streaming one night whenever it started doing it. Maybe I was gaming. It was one of the two. I was either streaming or gaming, and I hear this dang, dang, dang. I'm like, what the hell is this noise? I'm looking around for it, and I'm watching the guitar. So it's hanging, and it's got the headstock there. And I watched the guitar just start doing this number. It was going dang, 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 dang. It was hitting all the little notes down the keyway. It was just dang, 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 dang. So I had to grab the thing off the wall and tune it down. It was like, oh, that was horrible. But hey, I liked it. Your Fender acoustic got a cracked headstock. Your last move. Oh yeah, this one right here has a chip in the top of it that I didn't create. It that was why I got it so cheap. I guess somebody was screwing around with it and they dropped another guitar on top of it, and there's a little chunk missing out of the top of it. And so I got it for like quarter of the price that it would have normally cost. That at the time that was about a $600 guitar that I picked up for $200 or something like that. Yeah, it was. The sound is unbelievable on it. I mean, it's got great tone to it. Hey, Gutters Girl, how was your stream today? I hope you had a good time. As you can see, I've got a new mic. I was just sort of coming in, testing this thing out, and play with it. We don't talk about playing with our instruments here. No, so I hope you're doing good, Gutters Girl. Yeah, I as a lot of people know, you love the demon. Awesome. I'm glad you like that. I spent, and I've got another one that I'm going to be releasing pretty soon. Hey Lexi, good to see you. I've got another one that I'm going to be releasing soon. I was in the middle of rendering the whole damn thing last night or this morning, because I set it on because the demon took me a few hours to render. I think I started that particular one at time was it? About 10 o'clock last night. And it wasn't even halfway through at about 1 o'clock in the morning. And I went to sleep. I just, because I've got a couch in my downstairs area, and I just curled up on the couch because I wasn't sure if I needed to pay attention to it, if there was something I needed to do afterwards, because I'd never rendered one using this program before. And so I was like, all right, let's see if it renders out. And then I just set an alarm like to go off after 2 hours because I wasn't sure. So my alarm went off. I got up and it completed. So I downloaded it and it asked me if I wanted to increase like the visual quality. I was like, absolutely, let's do that. And that took like 30 seconds to increase the visual quality. It didn't cost me any extra. I was like, okay, cool. So increase that. And then I was like, let me get this other one started. And I started on that one and had it all set up. And then I put it on render and I set my alarm for a couple of hours. And then I went back to sleep. Because I was just getting up a couple hours, check on it, because I didn't have as much detail to it. And then whenever I woke up, it was probably about 5 o'clock in the morning. I think that maybe what woke me up. Like everything, 33rd wedding anniversary. Well, congratulations. That is awesome. Congratulations, Gutter Girl. I love that. So then, yeah, I just realized that I had no power. My computer was shut down. It was in horrible like day. And then I went to bed. I was like, my alarm will get me up at 6:30. So I mean, it wasn't like I didn't get any sleep. It was like the best restful sleep. And then my wife woke me up at 6:30 and was just like, 6:30, are you streaming? I was just like, we don't have any power. Like, she was like, oh, we don't have any power. And she goes, let me check my messages. So, cause she gets a message from the power company. And I was like, all right. I just rolled back over for a couple of seconds. And she was just like, yeah, they're saying it'll be back on by noon. And I was like, I'm thinking I could probably get away with like maybe, 30 minutes of laying in bed. But I'm like, shit, if they're not coming back on till noon, I'll just come on and tell people in chat what happened. And that's whenever I came on, was just like chatting with you guys. I had no internet at all. So and trying to do that on your phone doesn't work. To get into StreamYard to basically reset the time on it, I could set it on one of them, but it wouldn't set it on all of them. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just not going to screw with it. And I was having such difficulty. I was just like, let it just do its thing, and everybody knows. And so we didn't get power until 3, like almost, it was like 5 minutes till 3 or something like that. They sent out another message. My wife and I went to go get something to eat. I mean, if you look at my Twitter, I showed pictures of the tree. It was a big ass pine. They had taken the cables, and they snagged the cables. They snapped the telephone pole. And whenever my wife and I walked up there, they were cutting pieces of the tree that was still hung on the power lines. They were cutting those off of there. And then whenever my wife and I came back from lunch, the pole was up, but we didn't have power still. So yeah, it was bad. It was bad. This is what you deal with, whenever you're planning on having a good stream on a Friday morning. Crap like that happens. And I got my new mic, and I think it sounds a little bit better. I think it stopped some of the weirdness that was happening on my microphone. Like it wasn't very stable. So I had to get something that I didn't have to fine tune as much, which I think this is working much better. I still have some tweaking to do, like as far as where the sound settings are at, because like if I play something, it's going through my system, and I know I've done this before. I can fix it. It's just, it isn't having to fool around with it. Hey, Shizzy and everyone. It used to be young. Good to see you. Hope everyone is cool. We are at 105. It was no power with Shizzy Coffee this morning. Yeah, 105. It was 92 today, and we had no AC. Wow, no AC whatsoever. Could have been really bad. Luckily, the squirrel that I took care of this morning managed to make it in the freezer. Just saying, it was pretty cool. So I will play. What I'll do is I'll play this song as an outro for you guys, because I thought the song was. I think the video turned out really good. It looks much better on my screen than it does in YouTube. Like YouTube sets it only like 480. It's supposed to be a 1080. It's so weird. I haven't figured out what exactly is wrong with it. I may have to re-upload it, but it has much better visual. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Well, and also now I have a pop filter on here and things like that. So like this comes off. So yeah, there we go. See. It's got a cover. Now the cover is plastic, but that's the pop filter, and I don't think it makes much of a difference. So, yeah, I picked up a Rode. This one right here, it's a condenser mic, and this one is a dynamic mic. So this one's going to have a much better direction on it. Holy crap! Wow, holy cow! Atheist Ann, an old lady at the bank asked you to check her balance, so you pushed her over? Well, for that, you deserve that. Atheist Ant, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. That is awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. With that, looking for a request of a new song. Oh man, that's one of the things I've been working on is getting my songs down really good. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's really, really nice of you. All right. Hey, stop trying to take your dad joke round. No, I think you got it. I think you got the dad joke. I think you got your dad joke crown there, son. He's taking it away from you. I mean, that's how it goes, isn't it? You got to keep up with them. Damn, that is so good. Oh my God. And it's not expensive either. That's the best part about it. Angel's Envy. Oh, so sweet. So sweet. Tip back on. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, the tip is back on there. Keep it nice and soft. Well, and that way it also does. You don't see all how shiny it is and that kind of stuff. Tip on. Man, I think I'm gonna pour another one of those. That was just too damn tasty. But I also have like about 3 hours worth of work to do. Gutters Pub. Well, Zach, I would hope that Gutters Pub is not. Either way, you don't know who Gutters Pub is. Gutters Pub is a woman. So if she's circumcised, I feel sorry for her. That is a cruel and unusual punishment you do to a woman. Oh, no turkey neck, Zach, or cut that thing. Oh God, that's so bad. I'm so awful with it. You're gonna get me in trouble. You guys are so bad. But yeah, so I get this a lot. People ask what my channel is about, and it's whatever the hell I want it to be about. If you're looking for anything particular or specific, well, that's not me. I'm as irrational, unmotivated, and undedicated as you'll ever find. It is a mismatch of stuff. I do like a lot of artistic things. I talk a lot of politics, but also, oh, when the mic cover is on, it's uncircumcised. Well, I don't know about that. I've never gone, one way or the other. It's not my thing, but I mean, if you, what is it halfway? Is it something that if you do it halfway? I mean, Zach, you would know this kind of stuff, right? No, I mean it's it's just got there's like nothing in there. Yeah, so it's interesting. No, I had to get a new mic. The old one was crapping out on me. It is every little bit helped there. So thank you very much again. That was very kind of you. There you go. All right. Oh yeah. Ditoshes. Mic cover on took away the emphasis on the S's. Well, that's good. It I was hoping that it would do that. I don't like to sound so sexy. I wasn't sure, so I was just like, I'll leave it on there. Why undo something whenever it's fine? Yeah, the pop filter sounds better. Cool. Halfway to a jiggly turkey neck. Well, halfway. Does it gobble for you there? Does it gobble for you? That's all I want to know, Gutter Girl. Does that turkey neck gobble for you? Or do you gobble that turkey neck? I guess that's the question. You just saw my thumbnails for this stream? Oh, yeah. No, this is here's the thing. I do a Monday through Friday stream throughout the week that covers news, politics, culture, basically just calling everybody a bunch of fucking liars is what I do on Monday through Friday. That's pretty much it. I mean, if you're looking for intelligent conversation, I doubt you're going to find any of that from me. I'm just going to be having fun. It's early in the morning, and most people, are just waking up, kicking back, something to listen to. Some people get pissed off. Some people find it funny. I don't really care. I just have fun waiting for me to get to it. I was in New Mexico. I lived in New Mexico back, from 82 to 90, 84 to 90. I lived in New Mexico. That was a while back. Why this mic? Well, because it was one of the least expensive mics that I could get. I was not going to spend $450 on the mic I really want. But that's because that's a mic I want. That's why it would cost so damn much. It would happen to be the one that I want. This is one that I think will last me a good amount of time. It's a good solid microphone, and I don't have to really worry about it. And I think it, you don't hear a lot of the. There is that, and it's supposed to be a little bit clearer. I guess it's got a better EQ range. So, what was I talking about? I don't know. It was something. Probably not that important. I do. Oh yeah, that's what I do. Monday through Friday, I do that, and then of course I usually will do throughout the week. I have one that I'll do with Mo. Oh, that reminds me. You guys need to tune in Monday night. Monday night's going to be so good. You have no idea. Oh. Monday night. I won't be on with Mo this Monday. This Monday is going to be something new that some people are working on. You found me through Broken Baker. Well, thank you. Broken Baker's good people. I've done quite a bit of streaming with Broken Baker. He is by far one of the finest people that you will meet. He is absolutely just I love the guy. He's great. But Monday we'll have, let's see, MG Law, Volstorm, Expert, me. Monday night for 2 hours. And we think it's going to be fun. We think it's going to be good. And that is going to be solid on Monday. So very cool. What time? I wrote it down a second. Because I'm actually hosting it here. And then you'll find out more information on that Monday about what's going on with that. So yeah, 9:30 to 11:30. Now MG might be running a little bit late. That's why we're doing it sort of a little bit late. But we'll be going from 9:30 to 11:30 on Monday. And it's going to become part of a regular show. So you need to come. 2 of those are kings of derailing. What's the discussion? Now, see, that right there is what you have to show up to find out about. It is going to be a blast. We've got this thing lined up. It was something that the expert came up with. It was his idea, his brainchild. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a time thing. We're going to be knocking it out, and then you'll find out more information about it. It is going to be good. It's going to be really good. I have a lot of faith in these guys. Exciting, yes, it is. It is very exciting, and I think that it's going to bring a lot of interest, and be just one of those that going to be exclusive. Really going to be exclusive. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah. Oh, it's even better than that. It's even better than the Wiggles. Man, I don't even have anything that exciting. I mean, I've got like screaming cats and stuff like that, but nothing like the Wiggles. But Sunday Spice is where it's at. Yes, Sunday is. Oh, that is right. This Sunday I have TG, is that right? TJ Finn sent me her book, and we're going to be reading that on Sunday Spice. And it is spicy. I mean, really spicy. Sunday Spice is going to be really spicy. I've got Yamaha Biker, Welsh Lady Reads. Well, not Yamaha. I'm sorry. I have a story. He has his own damn channel. He did a really cool stream. So I have a story. Yamaha Lady Reads is someone that is always invited on. We've got Dictionary Diva, Volstorm, and Kaiser Pineapple, and of course this guy right here. And we do that every Sunday at like 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock. Just depends on what mood I'm in that day. And that goes usually for a couple of hours, and we'll usually do AI readings, but this one is going to be TJ Finn's book, also known as Rider Chick. Yamaha Lady Reads. Let's say that. Did I? Yamaha said Yamaha Biker, or I Have a Story, and then Welsh Lady Reads. Maybe I've had too much to drink. I'm losing my fucking mind. I don't know. Something like that. And then of course my regular Monday show, and I've got another one that I'm going to be doing on Tuesday, which will probably be more of the Laura Owens, readings, which she's fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I think that's awesome. And then I don't know, the rest of the week is usually up for grabs. Sometimes I show up on people's channels and cause a hard time. Usually showing up, I drink too much to drink. Too crazy. I don't think I've had too much to drink. It's only been like 2 shots in the past, 2 hours? Yeah, 2 shots in the past 2 hours. That's not too much. Enjoy the morning shows. It's nice to hear a good man calling out the liberal propaganda machine. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're both dragons, so we unite. Yeah, that is it. It's not just about the liberal propaganda machine. It's about the whole propaganda machine. It's just that the liberals are really good at throwing them out. I actually had a discussion with someone last night about the Project 2025, where they were just like, "But it's Trump's propaganda proposition 20, whatever." So I was just like, "No, it's not." I was like, "He hasn't endorsed this at all." And then of course today, it's even reported on it like he doesn't endorse it. Of what? Propaganda of what? Huh? What's my choice? Choice of what? That's a deep question. That's a deep question. No, I call out all kinds of shit. Shit, back in whenever I first started doing streaming, I was covering cults. I'm not done with those. The last one that I covered was, I'm trying to think. I think the last one that I covered was the Twin Flames cult. That one was pretty interesting, and they're still existing around. Games night with What the Dub equals fun. Yeah, I love doing some What's the Dub and all those kinds of things. Those are a blast. And then of course Fridays. Oh my! If you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen the Experts Friday Night Live, it is a sight to behold. That is where I will probably end up at some point later on tonight. I mean, he might have a ladies' night tonight, so you never know. Cult nights are interesting too. Yeah, cults are crazy. They are very crazy. I've done quite a few of the cults. Everything from, I've done stuff that'll, normal channels would get booted off for. FNL is epic. Yes, FNL is always epic. That's going to be tonight. Jeez, oh man, FNL is going to be like, it's always just like my go-to Friday. I mean, even if I'm not on for FNL, I like showing up and just listening and watching the chat and having a good time. I mean, yes, it's Friday. What is that? FNL? You haven't seen FNL? Oh man, Friday Night Live is the best. The best by the Expert. He is so much fun. And Let's see if I can pull it up because I think they're set to go. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, give me a second. Here, I'll pull it up here. I think I've got a link for it. Yeah. So he did Smoking on a Big Green Egg. Yeah, he's got 9:05 tonight is whenever he'll be happening. I'll show you. Chizzy says he's always lurking. No, not always lurking. Sometimes I'm just listening and I'm doing other stuff. Like it's never a bad thing. So yeah, this is the FNL, Friday Night Live. That is tonight. And make sure that I hit the like button. There's one waiting. That's be me. And there's 5 likes on it. They got some stories, laugh, weekend vibes, Friday Night Live with the expert. And usually you'll have Dictionary Diva and Volstorm. And I mean, it is an absolute blast. If you don't have a good time hanging out with the expert, then you just can't have a good time. Because I mean, he is the epitome of a good time. Sounds wrong. Sounds kinky in a way. See, that's also one of the best parts about laughing with fun peeps. Exactly. There you go. Laughing with fun peeps. We do have an absolute blast. And either way, you go to sleep entertained. I mean, were you there for Belle V? Belle V was awesome. See, I ran into her on Lincoln Kings. So yeah, Belle V is she's an absolute blast. She will wear you out. I will just say she will wear you out. She's awesome. You've been missing out all this time. Oh, you have no idea, sweetie, how much you've been missing out on. We have fun. This is like the fun side of the internet. We take nothing seriously except for, having fun. Then we go, all in on it and on having fun. Meanwhile, I've got to go fight some damn copyright bull squeeze that Elfie is fantastic. I've got to go fight some copyright BS. This is going to be fun. Hate it. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is let's see who is actually streaming right now. I don't know. It looks like Arkansas might be. Radix, Verum. She's doing a solo thing. Don't see anybody's live right now. Isn't that weird? I'm like the only person in like this neck of the woods that's like doing anything. Thought maybe DJ Radis would be doing something. Thank you for the warm welcome. Oh, we are so warm. So warm here, you have no idea. I'm lukewarm most of the time. Most of the time I'm lukewarm, and I usually am not wearing a hat. But today, my hair is a mess. My body is going to get a shower here in a little bit. It was a long day. Let's put it that way. It was 92 outside, and it just got really damn hot. So yeah, I've managed to get a few more squirrels, but I'm going to leave you with this, guys, because it is the newest one that I've released. I've got another one that should be coming out hopefully this weekend. I can't guarantee that I will get it out there, but this is the latest one that I did. You guys enjoy, and I will see you guys hopefully tonight. See you.
In the shadow, she grins. Eyes of fire, dark begins. Wrapped in mystery, demon in disguise. Exotic danger, wicked eye, wicked eye. Oh baby, she's a demon, tempter, exotic, ruthless, ruthless. whispers, deadly embrace. Every touch a storm, every kiss a chase. Violent lover in the realm she reigns. Passion burns, on me remains. Wicked eye, wicked eye. Oh baby, she's a demon, temptress, exotic, ruthless, ruthless lover, destroyer, forever. Power rises thunder, forces drag you under. This dance control, her fire consumes your soul. Oh baby, she's a demon, temptress, exotic, ruthless, ruthless lover, destroyer, forever. Power rises thunder, forces drag you under. This dance control, consumes your soul. Oh baby, she's a demon, temptress, exotic, ruthless, ruthless lover, destroyer, forever. Queen of dark, reign fierce, her touch, worlds pierce. Feel chaos, it flows, her storm lets go. Queen of dark reign, fierce, her touch worlds pierce. Feel chaos, it flows, her storm lets go.